Hello, hello, everyone. My name is Princess Pearl, and the Great King's Questioning continues. Tonight, we shall be playing The Silver Lining, which is a fan game set after the mainline games, 1 through, I don't know if they count 8 as canon for this one. Definitely up to 7. But this is a fan-made game. You'll notice it does not say King's Quest, The Silver Lining. It's just The Silver Lining. This one is the first game in this Great King's Questioning that I have never played before. I had a few people ask if I wanted to play it, like at least 2, and I'm going to count that as like, this is by popular request that I am playing this version. So, also, look at me. I've got all my tech actually working. I spent days cleaning out all of my files. My computer was a mess of old files that have been piled up and migrated from computer to computer since 2004. So now, I think I've got everything properly working. I should be able to control the chat. I should be able to control the game. I should be able to get all of the VODs working properly. I'm just going to turn down the game volume a little bit. For me, it seems to be at an all right level. It's a little loud for the stream. I'm just going to boop it down just a smidge bit. Just a smidge. Please let me know if it's too quiet or anything. But I've not played this at all. So we're heading straight in and we'll see what this is all about. Let's go. Episode 1. Hello, Mental Mistake. Happy Sunday/morning to you as well. What is decreed must be episode 1. Let's go. Yes, this is King's Quest, but it's not officially King's Quest because that is not allowed. Okay. When the royal family is once again threatened by the forces of evil, King Graham of Daventry embarks on a journey across the Green Isles and through a menacing storm in search of the knowledge of the Great Oracle. Will he find the answers he seeks? What is the cause of the strange events surrounding the Green Isles? And what is the identity of the mysterious cloaked man? Find out in the exciting first episode of the long-awaited The Silver Lining. All right, let's begin. So I'm assuming Graham, Rosella, Alexander with spiky 90s hair, and Valenice updo. Yes, this is based on King's Quest. To Roberta, and to all those who dare to dream. Oop. Interesting choice. Desi's Spark with a 7-stream streak. Nice. That's hard to say. 7-stream streak. Bird. Oh, the land of the Green Isles. I knew it right away. Oh. Oh my gosh, that's happy 21st birthday, King Alexander and Princess Rosella. Oh. This feels like the intro to King's Quest 6. Slightly higher resolution, but... Boingy boing. Boingy boing. Whee! Who's this guy? Oh, this must be Rosella getting married to Edgar. Oh, Jalo with his big face. Oberon and Tanya, Edgar's parents. If Edgar's parents are down there, why are Graham and Valanice stationed up on this balcony? Why aren't they in the audience? Why are they hiding? Why does she have glazed donuts in her hair? Is that Saladin? Aww. What? Oh! Scary eyes. What? No one's looking at you doing this? What is happening? What's happening? That's what I feel like when I get a migraine. Oh, scary eyeballs. One moment, please. My son is being a drama queen. Where are you going? Whee! What's happening? Oh my god, is he dead? Can't you yell from down there? Oh. Is this not voiced? Oh! Black Cloak! Brotherhood of the Black Cloak! Saladin, improve your reflexes. Oh, Beauty and the Beast were there. Oh, the guard dogs. Yeah, that's a good time to faint, Valanice. What are you thinking, Graham? I'm pretty sure that his emotion is supposed to be like, no, but I am stoic. But it's giving more like, no, not this again. The silver lining. Horrible things have happened to my children, but hey, there's a silver lining. That's weird that they've put them in the same bed. I don't like that.
What's wrong with him?
Oh, okay, we do have voices.
That's what we're all wondering, my dear.
It was evil. It was pure evil.
Did you get a good look at the stranger before he vanished?
Aw, no Josh Mandel.
No. It was all too sudden, and he was wrapped in that cloak.
That black
No, he
cloak.
lifted his hand in Rosella.
Who was that stranger? And why did he do this to our children?
I don't know, but if this spell can be cast so easily, there has to be a way to undo it.
There has to be one, my lady, but I'm afraid I know not how.
Shamir?
This magic is foreign to me, sire. I've never seen a thing like it.
Do you know anyone who might know what this magic is?
I do. The Oracle of the Isle of the Sacred Mountain.
Huh?
Her knowledge is greater than the ocean, but very few people are ever allowed to see her.
She will have to see me.
My love, you're not...
I most certainly am.
Your Majesty, if you're going to seek the Oracle, I'm going to.
No, son. We don't know what we're up against. You have to stay here with Rosella. This is my duty, and that is yours.
But
You must stay here, do you understand?
The voice acting's
I'll stay
really
here with
good.
them as well.
You do that, my love. I promise I'll be back. Farewell, my dear.
Like, I'm quite impressed by the voice acting in this.
Good luck, sire. May this curse be lifted from us before it does us any more harm.
And it's weird, like, the dialogue is a little bit stilted, but that feels right for a King's Quest game. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay. Oh, starring the voices of Jason Michael Victor as Graham and Amy Carrillo as the narrator. Oh, okay. All right. So what do we got? We got look, walk, touch, talk. What's this do? Okay, it's just options. Nope, not quit. Play. Inventory. I have nothing in my pockets. What does it have in its pockets? Can I go back in there?
I can't go back in there now. My children need my help. Besides, they're in good hands, and I trust that they will be until I return.
Okay, good. Right click does cycle through, because I don't think I could stop myself from trying that.
His Majesty King Graham of Daventry.
Graham will do.
You can't talk to the narrator.
What'd she say? Who? Your sister. You were going to fix us up, remember?
I've got 5 sisters who are all the same age and look exactly alike, who are from my litter. You're going to have to be more specific.
Hilda, the one in the kitchens.
Hilda? She's not my sister. She's the lieutenant's sister.
What? Wait, you're not the lieutenant?
No!
Blast. You beagles all look alike to me.
Dog racism!
The guards remain on duty, as ordered by Captain Saladin. Though most of the guard dogs in the castle seem to be purebreds, this one appears to be a mix of several breeds, though his respect for these creatures wouldn't permit Graham to call this dog a mutt.
That's their word.
The guards remain on duty, as ordered by Captain Saladin. This guard dog looks like some type of herding dog.
But you said that he was a beagle. Beagles aren't herding dogs. Beagles are hunting dogs. Dog racism.
Is everything all right in there?
Yes, just be prepared. We don't know what else may come.
We will, Your Majesty.
Can I talk to myself? Just whistle a happy tune.
Even the bright fire from these torches matches the decoration of the castle. Bitterly, Graham's eyes linger on the garlands of fresh flowers brought in just this morning to decorate the halls for the wedding. Rosella had mischievously plucked one and tucked it behind her ear on her way to her rooms to put on her wedding gown earlier, giddy with excitement like she was a little girl all over again. Seeing them now only pains Graham, and he's tempted to rip them down and be done with more reminders of what's happened.
So, what did she say? Who? Your sister.
An artful painting of a Pegasus adorns the hallway walls, though Graham isn't sure why a Pegasus was chosen to decorate the wall here, or if it has any significance to the Green Isle. He does admire the artistry put into its creation.
She's the lieutenant's sister.
What? Wait, you're not the lieutenant?
No.
Oh.
Blast! You eagles.
Cosima told Graham she was badly scolded by her mother when she broke one of these vases when she was a girl playing hide-and-go-seek with John.
Hello, Yeti
She couldn't quite
Force.
fit in one when trying to hide. It tipped over, and, well, her mother was furious. Graham better leave them alone. He certainly wouldn't fit inside any easier than a small girl.
How did you know I was thinking about hiding in there? How did you know? Ooh. Oh, no, wait, come. Where are you going?
Cosima's parents, Ilaria and Calafim. Graham unfortunately did not have the chance to meet with them on this occasion. The Queen was called away to visit a close childhood friend who had recently become very ill and could not attend the wedding. Cosima expressed her mother's profound apologies and invited the Daventry family to visit another time when Ilaria would not be away, and so beset with worry.
Why would Rosella get married in the land of the Green Isles? Like, that is a really weird choice. She is from Daventry. Her husband is from Etheria, but grew up in Tamir. Like, they've got no connection to the land of the Green Isles. That's just an odd choice.
What a lovely portrait of Alexander and Cosima. The painter must have been extra kind with Alexander because there are no signs of the slight unease that usually haunts his eyes. Instead, he looks as happy and as handsome as ever. Graham wishes his son were so carefree more often.
Aww.
There was a time when the guards of the castle were human. Graham learned that the statue was raised in the name of one of Saladin's ancestors, the first dog to become guard for the Castle of the Crown. He performed so well that Cosima's ancestors started recruiting more dogs for the job, until it became a tradition.
Whee! I go in here?
There's no point in going into that room. "'Tis beyond his reach."
You'd have slight unease if you were raised by an evil wizard? Yeah, let's like, it's a little bit off-putting. Ooh, oh, the programming leads are Petra Holmberg and Neil Rodriguez. Good to know. I found more credits.
Graham knows that Cosima's parents are not in the castle, and it would be rude to go into their room without their permission.
I'm back. Can I sit down?
Hey, now stop slacking, you. You have a family to save and a huge evil to fight, and I'm not gonna stand around here and wait until you're done taking a breather. I mean, kings these days, they don't make them like they used to.
You know what? Well done, game. Well done. I was not expecting sassy narrator in this. Oh, look at that. That is the shiniest floor. I've got a shadow and a reflection. Well done, game makers. Well done.
The impressive and large suit of armor gives an imposing presence of guarding the hallway.
Can I have this shield? I feel like I can have this shield.
As dashing as he may look in armor, that suit is not only too large to fit Graham, it's far too heavy to be of any real use to him. The king much prefers his own clothing, nice and light to let him move quickly, and the colors complement his skin tone so perfectly.
Oh, I get to talk to Tanya and Oberon. Because they're just sitting out here in the rain.
Edgar's father, King Oberon of Etheria, looks both saddened and angry. He is no doubt worried for his daughter-in-law as well as for his son. Queen Titania stays silently at her husband's side. Noticing Graham, she looks at him with sorrow in her violet eyes, then casts them toward the ground again, restraining a heavy sigh.
Greetings, your highnesses.
Good day, Graham. I cannot tell you how sorry Oberon and I are for all that is happening.
You are most kind, my dear queen. I hope there is something that can be done to break this enchantment on my poor children.
So do we.
Ooh, select topic. Okay. Tragedy or come inside or goodbye. Oh, this is the first King's Quest game where I've actually had control over what I talk about. Like, since the parser ones, obviously. And even then, most of them it would just be like, talk man, talk dwarf. It wasn't actually like, ask about insert thing here.
It's hard to believe that this started out as such a wonderful day to end in such tragedy.
It is truly unspeakable.
We haven't felt this much anguish since Edgar was kidnapped from our own garden. But you still have your children, and there must be a way to save them.
We can only hope.
Ask about Edgar.
Do you think Edgar will recover from this all right?
It's hard to say. I've noticed that his fairy soul is still fragile, but he may yet surprise us.
What does that mean?
He will recover only when his bride does.
That's not the voice I was expecting from Oberon.
Rosella kept telling me these stories about how she loved your homeland so much.
It was wonderful to see her and Edgar there together, and so happy.
I'd give anything to undo what's happened to my little girl.
It must have been lovely being able to raise your own child. And Rosella is such an eager girl. All the time she spent with us, she was always inquiring about everything in sight. Etheria, Eldritch, Edgar.
That's Rosella.
She has a
yesterday,
fondness for
I had to tell her to
things.
stop and go take a walk. She wouldn't talk about anything else but how she never found any reference to Edgar as a child in your lands. How young was he when Lelote took him?
Well, he.
Not long after Edgar disappeared, I commanded the lands to forget about him and never pronounce his name again, so that Titania could move on with her life and not live with the ghost of the son we never knew.
I agree. Valanice had difficult times when Alexander was stolen as an infant. Now she has
It's
to
a
face
hard
that horror
life being a
again.
prince in King's Quest world.
I wish it could be otherwise, but she'll have to manage without me while I find a way out of this.
Does that lady have fantastic beard? Does the guy have fantastic cleavage? I think he's sporting. Yeah, you know what? Wow. I hadn't noticed. But yeah, he's even wearing a dress. Ask about stranger. Why not both? Exactly. Why not both? Stranger.
Do you know who that stranger might have been?
I have no idea. But Edgar saw him just before he worked his magic on your daughter.
I already asked him. He couldn't tell.
I tried too, but all he could do was grieve over Rosella.
It's a very important rule. When there's a little crown as the weight icon, you have to put it on people's heads.
Don't you two want to come inside? This weather is terrible to be standing in.
You see?
Oh, that's all
very important.
right. I'd much prefer to stay outside. This garden reminds me of the beauty of my homeland, and I feel at peace with nothing but the sky above me.
Yes, all fairies do. Even with the weather as bad as this, we do our best thinking out of doors. It helps calm our spirits. It is Titania's wish.
I understand.
Okay, then. Bye.
I'd better be leaving. The sooner I find a way to help my children, the better.
Be careful, Graham.
Yes, be careful.
Okay, gotta look at
It's
this.
the cloak that dark creature left behind when it vanished.
Well, I'm searching that. Ooh. Dramatic music.
Though not sure what good it will do to have just the cloak of the stranger in his hands, Graham takes the garment into his possession.
My first inventory item. Anything going on at the altar?
It hurts Graham to look at that lone altar where his daughter met her unjust and unexpected fate. He vows to save both her and Alexander, and hopefully find out who this stranger is as well. What would you do with it? It won't fit in Graham's pockets. Graham doesn't think that will help him. What would you do with it?
4 out of 5 episodes of this have been released. The last one coming out in 2011. But apparently in 2014, they surrendered the project to Activision, and I guess Microsoft owns it. Wow, I'm actually surprised by that. And then considering King's Quest 2015 came out, I'm assuming nothing else is going to happen with this. That would explain, like, I didn't know the story of why they stopped working on it, but that totally makes sense. Yeah, this is unfinished. I've only goes up to part 4. Can I go here? Oh. Think it was a legal kerfuffle with Activision? Was that just a coincidence that they had that music going up as I went up the stairs? It just so happened that as I went up the flight of stairs, the music went da 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 da. I thought that was all connected together. Yeah, it's a legal kerfuffle. It sucks. Yeah, that's why I wasn't originally planning on playing the Silver Lining, because it's only 80% available. But I had at least 2 people ask me to play it, and I'm going to count that as by popular demand. Where am I going? Whee! Maybe it's just because it's a piano instrumental, but this is really giving me Gabriel Knight vibes for the music.
Was he watching from this floor? Was he impishly smiling then, looking at the innocent joy that unfolded down below, rubbing his hands in expectation of what was about to happen and cruelly aware of his success? Did he have his eyes locked on Rosella, Valenice, Alexander, all at the same time? Could he hear them breathe slowly and then notice their pulse beating faster as he progressively wreaked chaos over them? Was he even hiding or perhaps watching from above all these past days, and even now, watching Graham as he thinks of him? The windows of many of the guest rooms in the castle overlook the usually lovely gardens. Unsurprisingly, no one is looking out at them today.
Spider, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, raiders. Welcome to King's Quest. But no, sorry, not King's Quest, just The Silver Lining. Because this is a fan remake that has no connection to Activision or any of the original the actual rights holders as they currently stand. If games played are decided by popular vote, might you cast yours for Heroine's Quest? I actually have a copy of that now. So maybe. I have to decide what I'm going to play after the Great King's Questioning. I want to finish off The Silver Lining. And then just for giggles, I'm probably going to do Owl Quest. Yeah, playing The Silver Lining. Just to... I wasn't playing... As I was saying just before you got in, I hadn't been planning on because it's not finished, but I had at least 2 people ask for it, and I'm counting that as by popular demand. So this is this and Owl Quest are the only games in the Great King's Questioning that I have never played before. So this is a complete blind playthrough of this. I've only ever even seen one person play on Twitch. And I didn't watch for very long because unfortunately, whenever I try and watch other people stream on Twitch, it never loads properly, so I only see like a few seconds at a time. Ooh, it's this door.
As much as Graham would like them out of
not
his
the flowers.
hopefully the castle. Graham does not want to disturb the cook and his staff. They are probably just as distressed as the rest of the people in the castle, and it's not as though he feels like eating at a time like this.
You had a good time with Heroine's Quest. Very much a love letter to Quest for Glory. Just look out when I'm playing Owl's Quest. It's a poisonous game. Spider says, you've played a bit of this before. It's honestly not bad for fan-made, and you dig the aesthetics. Yeah, like, I've been very impressed by what I've seen so far. Obviously, I'm not very far into it. But... Ooh. Oh, we're cutscening? Or... Nope, it was just taking a bit to load.
The place is still messy from the renovations. It's not safe to go in there, especially without a hard hat.
Like, look at this. I've got a shadow. I've got the reflection of Graham there.
Graham can think of nothing worth investigating in the castle basement.
But there's secret tunnels from the basement. You wish they had actually finished the story of this, but it's great what they've done so far and you appreciate it? I would be very interested.
Graham is not going on his journey dressed like this.
Hello, Dragon Lancer. It goes good. But I have my first sort of quest. I have to get changed.
Graham knows that Casima's parents...
Oh, seriously? I clicked on this door before and it went, "It is beyond your reach." And I assumed that was just that you can't do anything with it. Ugh. Criminy. There we go. This is what I need. I've been playing for a half an hour and I've only just got the second part of the credits. Oh, sorry, third. Da 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 da. That's the important part.
Time to journey once more.
That is a very low V on your shirt, Graham. Quest complete. Yes, I heard a pink.
These have always come in handy for Graham to store his valuable items in.
Do I have any valuable items? Ooh.
Inside, Graham finds some gold coins stamped with the insignia of the Green Isles, which Alexander gave him upon their arrival.
These will surely come in handy.
Oh my gosh, are we actually engaging in commerce in a King's Quest game?
These have always come in handy for Graham to store his valuable items in. These have always come in handy for... These have all...
Okay, so just in general... Yes, I'm checking out his chest. That's why he's got the low V.
Valenice's clothes occupy most of it.
That says a lot about my fashion style.
Please note, dear player, that I didn't say that myself.
Do I have a reflection in this mirror? Yes!
There is no way that Graham will bring the memories out of this mirror by touching it. Sadly, all he would manage to do is smudge it with his finger. He will not find Rosella or her joyous laughter in there. Valenice, Casima, and the maids dressed Rosella in this room. Graham remembers how she looked at herself in the mirror, breathtakingly beautiful in her splendorous white wedding gown.
Aww. You get to buy stuff in 3. We were just thinking of that today. You know what? You are right. You do buy things in 3. What's this door?
Alexander joked that Casima had put these flat dish-like ornaments all over the balconies in the castle to be able to feed Sing Sing.
This has a sparkly. What's in...
One of Daventry's coins. Graham found it in one of his pockets the night of his arrival as he was getting ready for bed. He must have left it here and forgotten all about it.
Well, I gotta have the Daventry. What do I have so far? I have.
Graham would rather not be carrying anything touched by that evil stranger who cursed his children, but this thick black cloak is his only clue. Hopefully, it will help him discover the villain's identity. Alexander gave his father some currency of the Kingdom of the Green Isles. The Green Isles coins still bear the profile of King Calipham, Casima's father.
Oh, the animation on that was nice.
Alexander gave his father the Green Isles coins still bear the profile of These are the newer editions of the Daventry coin. Despite his protests, an edition of the coin with Graham's face on it was released recently to accompany the old ones displaying the face of King Edward, his predecessor.
Okay. Interesting. icons are so tiny at this resolution. But if I go have the resolution any smaller, I can't actually see the game. Oh my gosh, I get to explore the Green Island 3D. Episode 1. What is decreed must be. Why aren't you in the rainy guard shack? That's what it's actually there for.
Alexander told Graham on his first fateful and dangerous visit to the Isles, he almost used this hut to disguise himself as a serving woman to infiltrate the castle. Luckily, his path ended up taking him to the Isle of the Mists and beyond, and he was able to bring Casima's parents back to her, among other things. The words of the oracle guided him, Alexander said.
Basically saying, hey, the long path is the canon ending in this version. Can I go down the side? Let me go down the side. Aww.
It looks like Casima's nightingale, Sing Sing, is raising a family of her own. Several noisy little nestlings are begging for food from their patient mother. She doesn't look happy in this downpour, though.
Dee 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 dee. Cute little birdies, little babies.
King Graham has not been admitted into the TSL Asylum yet. For more information about the TSL Asylum, please go to www.tsl-game.com and head to the forums section. Oh, and if you want to hear more about the wonderful narrator, go to www.amycarillo.com. Yes, I know, shameless self-promotion.
All right then. So gloomy, what happened to the tree? I don't know yet.
Graham takes a look at the tormented tree as its branches are mercilessly caught in a tug-of-war in the winds, to the point of looking like they might even be torn off. The king can somehow relate. Inside of him, a wild storm has just begun.
It's just a little plug.
Harrowing his every nerve, at every inch of a man who has looked evil in the eye before and won, yet has never found a way to truly put it to an end for good.
Ah! Jeez!
What?
Climbing the tree will not help Graham in his quest.
Can I look in the holes? Nope. That's the same.
Climbing the tree will not help Graham in his quest.
Not going back there again. Let's see what's...
Graham was almost killed by this tree on his way to the beach.
I wasn't going to...
It's unlikely there's anything there for him to find, since the cloaked stranger clearly needed no sea vessel to come and go as he pleased. Perhaps it's just as well that the obstruction prevents for wasting his time there.
Of course not. How could you possibly overcome such an obstacle as a not very... Oh, jeez. Ah!
Heavens.
Can I, like, stomp that out? Okay.
Graham could take the pieces of the once happy banner, but to what end? Even the few remaining pieces that are intact are likely to fall to ash in his pockets. The banner is beyond repair. On any other occasion, Graham would laugh at the presence of such a character. Now, however, something about him crawls underneath the king's skin. Horrifying thoughts cross his mind, and the words he blows into the wind speak to Graham like some kind of bad omen that will not go unheard.
Well, let's have a little chit-chat with this guy, huh? He seems like a nice and normal person.
Graham prefers not to talk to this man. He makes him feel very uneasy, and he must stay focused.
Can I touch you?
Please respect the personal space of others, Graham.
Okay, what's going on at the pawn shop? Feels like Doomsday doesn't fit the Arabian Nights or whatever setting. Yeah, basically, what's happened so far in the game is an evil wizard of some variety showed up and did magic at Alexander and Rosella on Rosella's wedding day and both of their birthday. And they are now unconscious magically. So there's a foul tempest. Blame everything on the Dark Wizards? Okay, if you insist. Gone to wedding scratched out, closed due to tragedy.
What?
What? Yeah, what? What the heck just happened there?
No one answers.
Even though, why did it magic away? That was weird.
Some vases have been left outside of the pawn shop, although Graham can't quite fathom why they are here or what their purpose is. Maybe the shop's owner is just trying to get rid of them.
Well, it was the garbage can before. Let's see if it's the garbage can now.
Graham peeks into one of the vases and finds nothing.
Now I gotta check the other ones.
Graham peeks into one of the vases and finds nothing. Graham's intuition as an experienced adventurer tells him there's nothing useful in there. Somewhere, somehow, some hand of fate decided that this chest didn't need to be opened or contain any items, almost as though by some grand cosmic game design.
They had fun with this.
Fit in Graham's pockets.
Heh.
Strange, I know.
They missed a great opportunity to find some items there, but sometimes the purposeful not finding items is also good. And let's go to the bookstore.
No one answers.
Is a bell?
Many shops in the village are equipped with bells like these on their front doors to alert the owners to the arrival of customers.
Can I ring the bell? I thought maybe if I rang the bell, I'd be able to get in. You never know.
No one answers.
Oh, now you are the king. Oh, oh. He's doing a magic. He did a magic. What? What? Huh? Oh, what? What just happened? All right then. More dark wizards. Ooh.
The old ferry of the Green Isles has turned into a formal business now. The old...
Knock, knock.
There's no one in it. It would be just inhumane to have someone there in this foul weather. But then Graham sees Hassan standing under the rain and thinks it may just be possible to get a ferry ride today after all.
What did that mean? Okay. Don't fall off the pier. Ooh, hi. Who are you? I'm assuming this is Hassan.
Hassan, the ferry captain, stands by his vessel, looking as gloomy as the weather.
Not wearing skin-colored pants now.
Greetings, Hassan, isn't it?
Yes. What business do you have with me?
Oh, I have options. You appreciate that people made this? It's rather niche, even 15 years ago. Yeah, like, the people longed for adventure games. Okay, let's talk about
Do you have any idea who that stranger was who cast that dark spell on both Alexandra and Rosella?
Stranger? Sorry, friend, but the crowd was so riled up I couldn't see a thing. I frankly don't want to get involved with something that nasty.
Even if it might mean restoring the health of your king?
Now look, don't get me wrong, but I don't stick my head where it don't belong. My way is the way of the sea and the tides. Mysterious strangers, I'm not going there. It would either take someone real brave or real stupid to go after a fella like that.
Can't it be
Or
both?
someone deeply disturbed by the status of the king and his sister, huh?
You do what you have to do. We all have our place in life. Like I said, mine is the sea.
Ask about a business.
Why haven't you closed up your business like the rest of the town?
Why? I'll tell you why. People can wait a day or two to buy or borrow books or pawn their valuables. But when it comes to businesses like mine, we've got to stay open every day, rain or shine. When people have got to get somewhere, this is the one place that's always open. And believe me, I'm really sorry about what happened at the castle today, but I can't leave my ferry. You never know when someone's going to show up and ask to be boated over to the Isle of Wonder or somewheres else. People's always got to be somewhere sometime.
Ask about business status.
Who would want to travel with the recent events?
Aye. Business could be better, friend. Could always be better. We were barely scraping by as it was, and then this tragedy had to happen. I'm in danger of losing my crew because I can't afford to pay them their wages. I sure hope both the weather and the king get better soon, so I don't end up out of business again.
And so that people don't have to rely on magic maps to travel around here.
Terrible times, my friend, terrible times. I made the promise that I would never go out of business again. I just can't take being stranded on land. I get land sick, you know?
For someone like you, yes, I can understand.
They did a really good job on the facial expressions in this. Like, it's not so far, like, this wasn't made all that long after Gabriel Knight 3, where the facial expressions were just sort of a bitmap pasted on the front of the models, and then they changed out the mouth shapes and changed the eyebrows and whatnot to get new expressions. But this, like, when Graham blinks, the entire, like, the cheek muscles rise, the eyebrows go down, like it's a fully animated face. Little things.
Can you please let me borrow your ferry for a while?
What?
It's very important, both for the king and his sister.
Oh no. My business is hanging by a thread as it is, and I don't need your help in cutting it loose, stranger.
But I'm not a stranger. I'm the king's father. And I need your ferry so that I can get to another island to speak to someone.
Hire him!
Children.
Very touching. But I'm afraid your story sounds like a tale of the high seas. You don't look like much more than a local villager.
That's what. Why would you ask to borrow the ferry? You hire the ferry, and then the ferryman takes you places. That's how ferries work. It's not.
Thank you for talking with me.
Here, have some money, and I will
Graham
hire.
would be better off if this man knew for certain who he was first.
Oh, okay.
Does this convince you that I am who I say I am?
What's this?
Coin from Daventry.
Daventry? My word. It's you! My humblest apologies, sire. I had no idea.
Don't worry yourself over it. That's what I get for dressing like this everywhere I go.
I actually thought it was fine attire, sir.
Just call me Graham, and keep the coin.
Thank you, Graham.
Keep that coin, and also these coins.
Would this gold be sufficient payment for buying your business?
Just hire the
How much is that?
Should be enough to keep you in business for at least a week. And if it's not, I got more.
In the name of the seven seas, this is... as much money as you may think this is. I've got my crew to support, myself to support. But on the other hand, if it weren't for your son, I wouldn't have such a thriving business in the first place.
I have more gold. I'll pay whatever it takes.
Just hire the boat. Don't.
All right. Your story has touched me. I'll rent her to you
Okay,
for
there
2
we-
days for this quantity, just out of respect for my king. But that's 2 days, no more. If the third morning comes and you still need her, I'll expect a little more than what you're paying.
Thank you, Captain.
Whenever you are ready.
I'll gladly pay you Wednesday for a ferry boat today. How do I? Oh, ready to sail? Yes.
Where are we going?
To the Isle of the Sacred.
Ah,
Mountain.
the uppity winged ones. I don't think you'll get far, but hey, it's your call. Guys, get ready. We are sailing off to the Isle of the Sacred.
Sacred Mountain. It's the Isle of the Sacred Mountain. Sailing. Oh, can I go to different sides of it? Whee! Also, hello, Toasted Dojin.
Is there any other way?
Haha. Afraid of getting wet, Graham?
If you go
There
in,
goes nothing.
and then he gets like pulled out in the undertow. That's the whole thing about the Land of the Green Isles.
We'll wait for you here. Come back when you're ready to sail.
There's no time for that.
I want the stink flower.
Graham seems to recall reading about this flower. It's nightshade if memory serves. They say it can take your breath away.
There's no time.
Okay, this is significantly easier than the way Alexander had to get up this mountain.
You, come here.
Okay.
Come with us.
Wow. Am I going to have to kill another Minotaur? All the kings have got their chests out. Every king I've met so far.
Greetings, human. The winds have carried the news of your tragedy.
Greetings, my lord. We were surprised not to see you at the celebrations. Perhaps your majesty did not receive our invitation?
Whoa, whoa.
We did.
My husband had matters of great importance that unfortunately kept us from attending your daughter's wedding.
Ariel, the human does not need to listen to an excuse. You're here to request our help, are you not?
I was told the Oracle could be of assistance.
Only one human I recall has ever been granted an audience with the Great Oracle.
We shall always be grateful to your son for saving our daughter.
He did as our prophecies foretold.
Could I humbly ask a meeting with such an honorable oracle?
Your request is declined. The disgrace over your family is not one of our concerns.
Whoa!
Great importance to all of our lands. The king himself is under a spell.
Sure,
Weird things are happening with the mouths.
What the king did for our daughter.
And he was rewarded.
I know. However, if King Alexander was great enough to be part of one of our sacred prophecies, as you said, the prophecies foretold, perhaps we should not deny the possibility to...
Welcome back from ad break, everybody.
There are prophecies yet to be deciphered. If the king fulfilled one, could he not fulfill another?
I find that highly unlikely, but you have proved to be right on a few occasions. Human, you may see the oracle this one time.
Thank you, kind lord.
My guard shall escort you.
Before I leave, may I ask another question?
You try my patience, human. Be quick about it.
I saw your incredible city as your guards brought me here. Could I be granted the permission to walk about them?
If you can travel to the city, yes. However, I seriously doubt that you can.
Why is that?
Are you listening to yourself? A human flying? Now that would be a sight worth to see.
We mustn't forget Icarus.
Icarus fell, as any human who thinks they can soar through the skies will.
Okay, so I gotta make some wax wings.
All those old bird tales. Like that one about some artifact that would allow humans to fly.
Your question has been answered. Guards! Escort this human to the Great Oracle, and then out of my city.
Again, thank you, my lord. Milady? Great one.
Mortal, you need not speak. I know why it is you have come. You seek answers that I cannot help you find. A veil of darkness clouds your family, and something you carry is full of evil. Its mere presence weakens me.
The cloak?
Something that I carry. This cloak?
Take it away. It comes from a man of the purest evil.
You must tell me who he is.
His identity I cannot see, for he is shrouded in darkness. I can only say that your fate has bound you to this evil man, like vines twisted into paths that never end. He is greater than any foe you have yet faced. I cannot help you further, mortal, but there is one who may. Seek he who rules the Isle of the Mists. He shall be waiting.
Thank you for helping me, Great One.
I wish you a safe journey, mortal. May the fates watch over you in the difficult times to come.
Now, be gone, human.
Aren't you supposed to be guarding this gate?
To the Isle of Mist.
That'll be a hard one to find, but there's nothing my queen can't set sail for and find.
I tried to get the flower. It said that I don't have time for that. So I'm assuming I have to go back later once I know why I want it. Needing to know why I want something before I take it. Madness. Whee!
island?
Please, I mean no harm. I wish to see the Archdruid. The Oracle sent me.
Strangers are not welcome to the island.
Let him pass. I've been expecting him. Follow me, Graham of Daventry.
Weirdly, I feel like I recognize his voice.
You do understand I am making an exception.
32-bit kid, thank you so much.
And with reason, civilized one. Your kind does not understand how deeply you harm Mother Nature with your so-called civilization.
Please, I am not here to discuss political issues. A greater tragedy brought me to your shore.
I know why you are here. I spoke to Mother Nature before your arrival, and she advised me to help you. There is more at stake than what meets the eye.
More than meets the eye.
It is not only your offspring's life in danger. There is a greater, darker plan beyond my knowledge.
So you know what's wrong with my children?
Your children are under a dark spell. The only way to revert such a spell is by reaching their minds.
How can I reach their minds if they can't even hear me?
There is a way. I thought it was impossible as well, but Mother Nature is wiser than what you could imagine. You can only do so by reaching their dreams, more specifically by traveling into them.
How can that be possible?
It is not an easy feat for a simple human, but it can be
I forgot to do a shout out for Spider after
There is an
this
ancient
raid.
druid
Boop,
spell
boop.
that will grant you entrance into their dreams. If you bring the ingredients
Yay.
of the spell to me, I can create it for you.
Give me that random list of items. Come on.
The spell involves very dangerous, unstable magic. I cannot guarantee your safety while you travel the realm of dreams.
If there's no other way, I do not have a choice.
You're welcome, Spider.
What exactly will I be looking for in these realms of dreams?
You will be on your own once inside. I know not what must be done, but you must also be warned. Should you fail in bringing them back, you'd be trapped in the realm of dreams with them.
I understand.
Very well, then. Here are the ingredients.
Yes, a list of completely random items.
You must also find a magical bag, which is the only vessel in which the ingredients will mix for the spell. The last time I heard from it, it had been lost in the vastness of the sea. Also, the spell will only work if the subjects are in their homeland. I suggest you send your sleeping children back to the realm of Daventry as soon as possible.
I will do so. I am indebted to you for your help, noble druid. It is getting late, so I had better set a course for the Isle of the Crown, to begin looking for these ingredients.
Farewell, Graham of Daventry. Feel free to wander our isle while pursuing the ingredients. But beware of taking what is not yours or harming nature. We druids shall not hesitate in defending her to death.
Okay, so maybe I should save.
Fear not.
Because it sounds like...
do.
That sounds very ominous. Oh, excuse me. Oh, no. Oh, don't break the mast. No, don't do it. Don't break the mast.
Outsider! Come back!
I must return to the Castle of the Crown tonight.
The Archdruid has sent for you! He said this is not a natural storm!
I'd listen to him, Graham. This ain't like nothing I've ever seen in all the seas.
Let's go.
Who are these people?
These are my crew, and if they cannot come with me, then I shall not go.
Follow them.
Ooh, ominous. Ooh, what's happening? Ooh, what? What?
We defied fate with the vain requests of human desires. Too late, we realized that the answers to what we sought had been in our own hearts all along, and we were punished. Punished with an endless war that had just begun. They said that only after 1,000 years would a last chance be granted. One final choice would be made that could fill the fields with light or darken them with shadows. 1,000 years have passed.
Is that the three-headed dragon? Stream. Awesome 32-bit kid. Yay! The problem with the stream streak things is I always feel bad if I want to do like an extra stream at some point because I'm going to ruin someone's streak. Because I decide like, hey, it's a Monday and I've got some time. I'm going to do a random stream at 8 o'clock in the evening. Oh, that was it? That was it for the first one? Yeah, the music's been really good. Like, music wandering around the castle really felt like Robert Holmes' Gabriel Knight. Hi. Thank you for the hydrate redeem mental mistake. Tina Ola? I know someone named Tina Ola. And that's not a usual name. I will have to ask her. Like, hey, person I have known in real life, did you have anything to do with this? I don't know her that well. It's like a friend of a friend person. But I will have, I gotta ask. Yeah, that'd be nuts. Just like something like that never came up in conversation. But I didn't know her back when this was made. Hello, Humpa. The hour-long lurk has ended. Well, welcome to the non-lurkingness. Don't seem to be able to skip the credits. Oh, there you go. Congratulations on finishing episode 1. How do I feel about the voice acting? I've been very impressed, actually. I'm sad that there's no Josh Mandel because you gotta have Josh Mandel, but the sound quality has been very clear. There's been very good, clear emotion and intention in the line readings. I've been quite impressed by it. Let's play episode 2. 2 household. inhabitants. After surviving an unnatural storm, a new day dawns for the King of Daventry, and he begins the search for the ingredients needed for the spell to cure his children. Adventure abounds and takes a turn for the bizarre as Graham visits the wacky lands of the Isle of Wonder and meets its eccentric inhabitants. Meanwhile, back in the Castle of the Crown, the secrets of two mysterious societies are revealed. Ooh. May the vulgarity be rejected. Hey, I've got actual control over OBS today, so can actually fix it things when you say things that are completely normal and it gets censored.
We defied fate with the vain requests of human desires. Too late, we realized that the answers to what we sought had been in our own hearts all along, and we were punished. Punished with an endless war that had just begun.
Do you know anyone who might know what this magic is?
The Oracle of the Isle of the Sacred Mountain. Her knowledge is greater than the ocean, but very few people are ever allowed to see it.
His identity I cannot see, for he is shrouded in darkness. I can only say that your fate has bound you to this evil man. He is greater than any foe you have yet faced. Seek he who rules the Isle of the Mists. He shall be waiting.
Your children are under a dark spell. The only way to revert such a spell is by reaching their minds. There is an ancient druid spell that will grant you entrance into their dreams. If you bring the ingredients...
Not counting werewolves, we need more humanoid doggies in the fantasy genre. The guard dogs.
He said this is not a natural storm!
They said that only after 1,000 years would a last chance be granted. One final choice would be made that would fill the fields with light or darken them with shadows. The 1,000 years have passed. The time of choosing is now.
I'm so confused about what's happening, and I'm loving it. Whee! We've got a 3D engine and we know how to use it.
In them at times is overwhelming.
Good day, Archdruid.
They have been here since before our time, and will remain ever after.
I wish I, too, could be enlightened by their wisdom.
Much of what they would teach you, you may already know.
Yet I don't have all the answers, especially the ones I'm seeking.
And what is it that you seek?
I haven't managed to find a way to stop evil from reaching my family.
You surely understand we cannot live in a world without evil. All things must exist in a perfect balance.
Such perfection makes some innocents suffer.
Mask of Eternity 3D should have been like this with color. Yeah. I don't know why they made that game so monochrome. It was so boring to look
We
at.
can only accept them. Had you not faced the evils you have, you may feel differently. You're a good and strong king because you have seen the face of evil.
There are simpler paths to becoming a good king.
The simpler paths may look that way in the beginning, but the path you have chosen has left you better prepared for what you now face. You should not have any regret for your choices.
Only place was kind of nice to look at was the frozen place. Also, there was like a little realm before you got into the realm of the sun that was like a beautiful flower field. It's like, yes, look at this. It's so nice. Everything is else like, the sky is the same color. The ground is the same color. Everything.
I will be back soon.
Keep your senses alert. This weather was not caused by Mother Nature.
I will. Goodbye for now.
Wonder if it was that the graphic designers were not experienced or they only looked at Quake for the color palette. Maybe. I haven't so much as clicked since the beginning of this chapter. Episode 2, 2 Households. You get that they were trying to go dark, but you can make dark 3D, but also nice. The
Archdruid told me that the scroll is enchanted with the wisdom of Mother Nature and will guide me through my journey. I should heed its directions. The scroll is enchanted to let me know what ingredients are currently available. It looks like only these 3 are available right now.
When I have obtained an ingredient, it will be crossed off the list.
Okay, then.
The magic of the scroll will direct me to the islands on the map where I can find the currently displayed ingredients. I'll keep it in my pocket until I need it again.
Shamil!
Finally, the Archdruid told me that the scroll has the ability to point me towards people or events that will also aid me on my quest. Speaking of which, isn't that Shamir the genie?
Shamir Shamazel.
A magical bag. An animated vessel. A lethal liquid.
Okay.
This is coming very handy. Not only is it showing me the ingredients I need for the spell to cure Alexander and Rosella, but also where to locate them.
Okay. Two houses. Graham should be pulled out to sea. That is how that goes. Can I take this flower now? There we go. Bing.
Graham seems to recall reading about this flower. It's nightshade if memory serves. They say it can take your breath away.
It's the nightshade. It's the berries of a nightshade that are poisonous. Not the flower. Is there anything while I'm here? Not the berries? Oh, but I can have this berries off this magical nightshade bush and then I'll be able to fly. Ooh. What the frick? No feats for free.
By the 3 magic treasures. Aha. And who might you be, little fellow?
The hole in the wall.
What is it that you say? I can't decipher your tongue. The sea? Over the sea?
Taco Adventure, thank you so much for the raid! I was in Taco Adventure's stream earlier. He was playing the Quest for Glory 1 randomizer, which looked very interesting.
All right. Don't cry. You can come along. I'll do my best to bring you home. Jump in, my new companion.
Yay, I got a little friend. Oh, thank you for the follow as well. How did the randomizer treat you? Okay. Oh, I should probably introduce yourself. My name is Princess Pearl. I stream Sunday nights to Monday morning, midnight Eastern Standard Time. I play a lot of old school adventure games. I have been doing a great big playthrough of every King's Quest game I can get my hands on. I've played through all of the officially licensed games. I've played through the AGDI remakes. I've played through the Infamous Adventure remakes. I played the King's Quest 4 remakes. I'm not playing the AI one. And now I'm on to the Silver Lining. This is my first playthrough of the Silver Lining. I am almost completely blind on what's going on with this. So this adventure game is an adventure. Have I played the King's Quest 6 demake? I haven't even heard of this one. What is the King's Quest 6 demake? Is that like a parser version?
Graham doesn't want to waste his time. They will only continue to ignore him.
Rude.
The guards ignore Graham in every way possible, and even when he knows they deserve the same treatment, the king's manners are too sophisticated to not acknowledge their presence. And
yeah, there's an AI version of King's Quest 4. Basically, they took the point and click version of King's Quest 4 that was done by Dr. Slash, and then did AI versions of all of the graphics and used AI voices to have it voiced over. And it's like, no, I don't need that. Unnecessary. Oh, okay, that's going on the list. Now, should I play that before or after Owl Quest, though? King's Quest 6 AGI? Okay, that's... One second here, because I have a suggestions page on my Discord, and I will add that to it, because I honestly hadn't heard of that. There we go. I added that to my suggestions page so I don't forget about it, because by the time I finish the stream, I have no idea what I've said or what I've talked about until I go back and edit the VOD later. That's gonna be cool. Okay. So now I have a hole in the wall. I don't know what to do with the hole in the wall right now. Find out later. Swimmings.
Ready to sail?
Sure. I should get pulled out to sea. That's the whole point of the Land of the Green Isles and the ferry and all that. Pearl Point? Pearl Point? Yes. Can I go there? No, it won't let me go to Pearl Point. Boo! That actually wasn't just part of the curse. If you read through the guide to the Land of the Green Isles, it actually says that they've always had these terrible currents around the islands, and that's why they had the ferry. You were going to go home and play Crimson Desert tonight, but you guess that's not happening? Going to visit Land of the Green Isles again? say bienvenue. Nope, don't have the French in my head right now. But if you don't go and play Crimson Desert, how will you collect all of the cats? Don't think you care to have a game voice if it's just AI doing it? Yeah, it's like, no, I like real people. Who are you, small child?
Hello there, lad. Have you had any luck catching fish today?
Nah, fish have all gone into hiding because of that storm last night. Mom was really scared.
Oh no.
I've been trying to catch something for lunch, but there's no bites. I'm getting hungry.
I will bet a shiny dollar that I have to give him a fish somehow, and then I will get his fishing rod, because that is what you do. Remember when Silver Lining came out? You tried it on your computer then, and it barely worked, just super laggy, took forever to load? Remember being frustrated with why they made the graphics so high? Yeah, to be perfectly honest, I do not have this on the highest graphics setting because I have been fighting with my computer all weekend. I discovered that I had, I'd managed to get a bunch of bloatware somehow. Something that, some sort of update from Intel had decided, like, you know what you really want is something that prioritizes sending Wi-Fi signals for games, because I play all sorts of games that really require high internet speeds, like, you know, any King's Quest game ever. And I go into the bookstore and stuff now. Oh, we're open today. But you will notice that nothing has crashed on this stream so far. And it's been an hour and a half. It's the longest I've gone without stream troubles in months at this point. Hi, Jalo! Let's look around first.
It's Jalo, the court jester of the royal family. He's enjoying his reading, or at least pretending to do so. Graham has no doubt the usual
Don't jinx it. I'm trying.
The situation of his king, and especially about Cosima, as anyone else.
His face is terrifying.
The weary, lined face of Ali, the bookstore owner, smiles graciously as Graham looks his way. Ali looks very tired. He probably didn't sleep well last night because of the storm.
Nice bookshop you have here.
King Graham, what brings you to my humble corner of the aisle?
Books?
For a small village, your bookshop is amazingly well stocked. You have quite a collection of literature here.
Thank you, good sir. I take pride in offering fine books on many subjects to my customers. I am glad King Alexander was encouraging his subjects to read more. You may look at any book you like, King Graham. Perhaps the information may help you. Do you enjoy reading?
I do, but my knowledge comes from life experiences.
I'm from the school of hard knocks.
There are some of us that stay and live in dreams, and others that make those dreams come true.
One man's dream is another man's gold.
Very true indeed.
Bugs you that he doesn't have the same voice as in King's Quest 6. That doesn't really bother me because I've only played the voiced version once. I grew up with the disc version, the floppy versions of all of the King's Quest games until King's Quest 7. Oop, my feet are tangled. I mean, I don't have feet. I'm a mermaid. Let's see. Ask about Alexander.
You must know my son well by now, good man.
Why do you say so?
If there's one thing that can be said about him, it's that he loves reading.
Indeed. King Alexander spends hours here. He comes with Jalo from time to time, and they just sit and read.
Don't pay for a dang thing.
I enjoy.
A little company's never bad.
With so few people interested in reading, it does get lonely from time to time. I've learned to live with it by now, but your son's company is pleasant.
Tell me, good man, what interested him most?
Let me see. He often reads on the subject of magic.
Ooh.
He was very interested in the occult.
I had hoped his interest in that would have waned by now.
He did live under that wizard's dominion for most of his life.
But you'd think he'd hate it.
He might be after a way to master it and make himself safe from what kept him a slave.
I always liked that Alexander, kept up with learning magic.
He's read everything he can about the Green Isles, as well as other places.
I gave him that advice. You can never know enough about the place you govern.
And sometimes he would just pick up a poetry book.
Aww.
Here's a secret.
Ooh.
Sometimes he would copy one and take it to Cosima.
How romantic as well. Very nice.
He's a good man.
I know. He's very much like his mother.
She is also a good man. The voices are ingrained in your head since the game was a life experience for you from King's Quest 6. Yeah, it is weird to me just because I've now played so many versions of King's Quest where Josh Mandel is the voice of Graham. It's very weird in this. I expect his voice and it's not him. Okay.
Let me do
Bye,
some
Emily.
research in your books.
Be my guest.
Put my service to the test. Is this an extension of King's Quest 6? This is meant to be a sequel to King's Quest 1 through 7, at least. I don't know if they counted Mask of Eternity as sort of part of their source material. But it does take place in the land of the Green Isles, and they copied a lot of the scenes so exactly. Look at this. This is just the bookshop scene from King's Quest 6, complete with you're spying in from the bookshelf, and there's Jalo, and I've never played this before, but it's just hitting the nostalgia button in my brain very nicely. But then they've been going off into a weird direction, that's not what it's like. Okay. Let's talk to Jalo. Do they not see the camera spying? Seems obvious.
I don't know. I can't read.
Well, what are you doing then?
Trying to look smart.
Don't listen to him, Your Majesty. He can read.
Ooh, gullible.
What's the book about?
It has taught me the great properties of how to properly lend a proper hand.
Say again?
I've learned a lot. May I practice with you? Do you need a hand?
Ah! By your hand! Oh, I see. You're lending me a hand.
Is that going in my inventory?
You can keep that.
Oh my god, it is.
I have many others.
Whiffs nostalgia like crazy. Oh, that's the stuff. This guy at least tried to sound like the original. Not well, but he made an attempt. There were so many voices in King's Quest 6 that were trying to imitate Ed Wynn. Oh. Select topic. Oh, twins. My children are twins. Alexandra and Rosella are twins. I always forget that. One Jalo hand. Clearly part magic, part mirth. Okay.
Have you any idea what this mysterious illness the twins are suffering from could be?
My guess would be chronic boredom.
Boredom? Jalo, they're comatose.
Boredom is a very serious illness, King Graham. If I'd spent the last 20 years of my life in Daventry, I'd be comatose too. Laughter, as they say, is the best medicine, and those two need a hearty helping of it.
If it were as easy as that.
One, Alexander did not spend the last 20 years in Daventry.
Not a miracle worker.
You know what? Goodbye. You're rude.
Goodbye, my friend.
No, please don't go.
What's wrong?
Please don't abandon me.
Cholo, quit it.
Oh, my, Your Majesty.
All right, what
These
books?
books contain fairy tales, Rosella's favorites. Or at least they were when she was a little girl, even though she always seemed to ask the same questions. Why does the princess always have to be waiting in the tower for the prince to come rescue her? Why can't she just find the way out and battle the dragon herself? Brave little Rosella, on her way to the altar and the handsome prince she herself had personally rescued, when that fiend stole the spark from her eyes. These books contain... Why does... These books contain... Graham sees one book called Amazing Myths that catches his attention.
Myth? Oh, myth? Yes?
Graham takes the book and reads through it. He finds an interesting story.
Okay. The story of Samson and Delilah. A long time ago in a holy land, a woman and her husband were visited by an angel of light. The angel told them that they would have a son who would grow up to be a mighty warrior. He also said this boy could never cut his hair, for his strength would lie there. In time, the angel's words came true. They named their son Samson, and he was stronger than any man their tribe had ever known. Samson fought against the evil pirates, the barbaric people who had invaded his homeland and sought to enslave his people. The pirates were frustrated by the daring warrior, for no one could find a way to defeat him. Finally, they discovered Samson's one weakness: women. Samson had met a woman named Delilah, and he fell in love with her. The pirates' leaders offered Delilah silver in exchange for Samson's capture. She tricked her lover into revealing his secret of his strength. After many foolish games, Samson finally revealed to her that his strength lay in his hair. Consequently, when he fell asleep, Delilah used a pair of scissors enchanted with the powers of earth and fire to cut off his hair. Samson awoke to find himself a prisoner of the pirates. He was taken to one of the many towns they had ravaged, where their great celebration took place to rejoice their enemy's capture. Chained between two pillars in an old temple they had previously raided, he prayed desperately to the angels to restore his strength one last time. His wish was granted, and his mighty strength, he pulled down the pillars. The temple's roof came crashing down on the celebrants, destroying both himself and the pirates. King's Graham's voice actor in King's Quest VIII was way off. Oh gosh, yes. That was like, he wasn't even from the same country. Like that was, he was trying to do a British accent or something. That was just no. That wasn't King Graham. That was someone else. Typical Samson. It's a terrible story. That's a Bible story, isn't it? Basically telling us not to trust women. Well, that's only if you think all women are the same. Telling you specifically not to trust Delilah and also pirates. I don't think it was pirates in the Bible story, but
Books on botany. Valanice would have been digging through this shelf, as she is always researching new ways to care for her plants.
Aw.
The books on this shelf are on marine life. Graham wishes he had more time to sit down and read through all these books. One of them catches Graham's attention, however, entitled Folklore of the Sea.
Come on, mermaids.
Maybe there's time for just a quick tale after all.
So all Delilahs and pirates must be the same. Got it. Oh, absolutely. Mermaids, mermaids. Come on, mermaids.
Graham takes the book, Folklore of the Sea, and reads through it.
Mermaids! All right. It is known to many sea-going folk, fishermen, sailors, and ship's captains, that the sea is alive with many intelligent creatures. Oh, Frankenlancer, you did it too. Double mermaids. Okay. It is known to many sea-going folk, fishermen, sailors, and ship's captains, that the sea is alive with many intelligent creatures. Besides the mermaids and mermen, there are the sea nymphs, the daughters of ancient sea gods. The sea nymphs take the form of beautiful young maidens, and they are very playful. Sometimes a mischievous sea nymph, given to wicked inclinations, will cause the wreck of a boat on the rocks with her singing. Other sea nymphs are good and will help sailors in need. They're fond of pretty objects and shiny things, especially jewelry. Yes! That is why many sailors carry at least one piece of gold with them at all times to give to a nymph who may save their lives. Tiara trade! Alrighty. So, we're switching out the big silver and pearl. Let's see what we got. Let's go. Gold coral. That's actually a really lovely painting. I really like that. Okay, what do we have on this shelf?
So much knowledge held within these walls. Graham wonders how many of these books have been victims of Alexander's ferocious hunger for learning. None of the books in that pile catch Graham's attention. This looks like one of those tables Cosima would use to read. However, there doesn't seem to be any cushions nearby. Maybe one has to borrow them from Ali.
A table she used to read? That's weird.
This isn't the crown's coat of arms. It must have been a gift, or maybe it holds some significance to the store's owner. Sure. Take all the coats of arms you come across and start a collection that you can display at Castle of Daventry later, Graham. Great idea.
I thought so.
Now is the best time to start a new hobby.
The narrator in this one is sassy. I like it. Can I look at these books?
So much knowledge.
Okay.
Graham wonders how...
Hello, NC. It's been a while since I've seen you. Hope I'm doing well. Probably mostly be lurking, but have fun with the game. I will. Thanks so much. Enjoy the lurk. Can I talk to Ali about anything different now?
How fare you today, bookkeeper?
Very well, King Graham.
Nope. Goodbye.
Let me do some research in your books.
Be my guest.
Dingle, dingle, dingle. Okay. To the pawn shop. Pawn shop. Baby pawn shop.
No one answers.
The owner must be out. I'll check back later.
What's this? This looks like something.
Ali's bookstore is located on the first level of a two-story building. Judging by what Graham can see through the window, the bookstore is well stocked for such a small village. Although the walls were recently painted for the celebration, they are now mud-spattered by the rain.
Just in case anything's changed now that I'm in a different chapter. Anything in these places now? Indicate. Are you... There we go.
Graham peeks into one of the vases and finds... nothing.
Feel this game is what King's Quest fans had hoped for in a 3D with Mask of Eternity? Yes. Like... It's astounding how just a few years later, the advancements in what... Like, this would not have been possible in 98, 99. Although they could have put some more color into King's Quest. King's Quest 8. The option could have been there. Come on, Graham. You can do it. There we go. He's magic.
Graham's intuition as an experienced adventurer tells him there's nothing useful in there. Somewhere, somehow, some hand of fate decided that this chest didn't need to be opened or contain any
Ali is a bit silly name in Finnish as it can mean under, like Ali can hit it underdeveloped. Huh. Neat. Can I go this way now? You are not a caber tosser, Graham. Okay. Can I do anything with
What would you do with it?
I want flowers. Flowers are nice. You say this as someone who did enjoy Mask of Eternity as a first King's Quest game. You can tell this was maybe what fans would have liked. Yeah, like...
I don't feel right going on a break when there's such terrible things about.
Oui, je le sais. On devrait faire quelque chose pour aider le roi.
Doing some kind of work. Keep ourselves busy anyhow. Take our minds off of it all.
Peut-être devrions-nous rester à notre poste et aider plus. Nous nous reposerons que le roi sera mieux.
And it'll keep us from being scared witless too.
Et tu oses t'appeler un chien de garde?
That is the only character I've seen speak with speech bubbles. That what? Pourquoi? Talk to you?
Greetings.
Bonjour, Votre Majesté.
The guards stand at their post, watchful and proud.
Is he supposed to be a French bulldog? Is that what they were going for?
I feel awful. What with someone getting into the wedding? And what they did to the king and his sister?
On ne peut pas faire grand-chose contre la magie noire. Personne ne l'a vu venir. Il était juste là. Ne blâme pas pour ça. Fais juste ta job.
I know.
The guards stand at their post.
If I had just 1 minute with that creep, I'd tell you he'd be sorry then.
Oui, désolé qu'il n'était pas endormi à cause de ton jappement. Maintenant, ferme ta boîte. Travaille.
Hey. He does speak French all right. Yeah, it's very weird that he's got a speech bubble as well. Like, where'd that come from?
King Graham.
Shamir?
Oh, right. I
I'm glad
needed
you're
to
here.
talk to
I've been
him,
hoping
didn't I?
to speak with you privately. It's about the stranger.
Do you have any information about the stranger?
As a matter of fact, I do. A while ago, Alexander learned that Alhazred was communicating with a group of people.
You suppose it's what the best for translating for non-French speakers? It's just an odd choice to have one character speak French.
There were at least 6 or 7. Alexander
Plot is
mentioned your
happening.
family had crossed paths with them at some point or another.
Why didn't you mention this last night?
I didn't want to alarm anybody. I wanted to make sure that my information was accurate.
Black Cloak Society. Do you think it's related to the Cloaked Man?
I'm positive. I looked again at some of the letters Alexander once found in Alhazred's room, and they confirm it. Here, look at these. The first is dated from a few years ago. but the second one arrived in Alhazred's magical letterbox just after he was captured. Alexander had hoped to use it to learn more, but the magical letterbox stopped working shortly after that.
To the brothers and sisters of the Black Cloak Society, I am sure you all have questions about this
mysterious voice speaking to you in dreams, as I once had. Fear it not, friends. It is the voice of our mighty leader, who is now preparing to walk among us once more. The time is drawing near. The prison that holds him is weakening, and it is now that we must join our forces and tip fate in our favor for the triumphant return of the Black Cloak Society to its former glory. We must not lower our guard, however. All signs seem to point to the return of the Silver Cloaks as well, but years ago we made every effort and sacrifice required of us to set in motion events that will lead to our victory. Even now, I have in my grasp one of the prophesied children. But we do not yet have everything we need. Now more than
I read
ever,
ahead.
we must find the location of the box. Sister Lalote is sparing no efforts to find its rumored location in Tamir. To the return of the Black Cloak Society, may you all be in shadows.
Manana.
Ooh. All right. So, for those who have not been following along with the Great King's questioning, this mentions a couple of evil characters we've met previously. Manannan, who kidnapped Alexander as a baby, used him as a servant for 18 years and was going to kill him, but we turned him into a cat using a magical cookie. Lalote, who kidnapped Edgar, Rosella's love interest, as a child, transformed him into a green creature and raised him as her own child in Tamir. Lalote also stole the magical amulet of Genesta, who's a fairy queen. And the Black Cloak Society in general was mentioned in King's Quest 6. It was just a throwaway line that Jane Jensen added when she was writing dialogue, but it's just made all of the bad guys in the entire series so much more interesting with just one line. Ah. You got rejected to join the Purple Cloak Society. They said black is not purple enough. Aw, so sad. Oh, and see, you're not lurking, apparently. This accepted your attention. Yeah, I keep doing that to you. Every time you come by, you're like, I'm gonna lurk. And then I get you. Then I get you. You come and chat with me. I'm far too interesting. Okay. Ooh.
Brother Alhazred, I received your letter that Prince Alexander of Daventry has journeyed
to your little island kingdom, and I write to you in haste. Though he may be a threat to your plans, you must not kill the boy. He's essential to our master's plan and the return to glory of the Black Cloak Society. Be wary. He is an intelligent young man and versed in magic. He is the same slave Gwydion who escaped Manannan years ago by turning one of his own spells upon him. To underestimate him would be foolish, and you must exercise caution and restraint in this situation, Alhazred. Replied acknowledgement as soon as you can.
May you be in shadows, Hagatha.
The Blue Cloak Society bugged you again about the colors of the universe? Yeah, the Rainbow Cloak Societies are always so picky. I tried to sign up for the Aubergine Cloak Society, but as there were no other members, no one responded to my membership request. So Hagatha was the evil witch in King's Quest 2, who kidnapped Valanice and put her in a tower. It's basically the most evil thing that anyone can do in a King's Quest game is kidnap a royal child of some sort and then keep them. So Hagatha kidnapped Valanice. Manannan kidnapped Alexander. Lalote kidnapped Edgar. Militia kidnapped Edgar again. It's just Mordak kidnapped Cassima, then Alhazred kidnapped Cassima. This is just what we do in the Black Cloak Society. We kidnap royalty. They gotta fire their guards. Yeah, it's like this is what evil does. Okay, select topic. Letters.
This is grave news, Hagatha. That's the vile witch who kidnapped Valanice and locked her in a tower in Kalima. We never knew what happened to her. And Manannan, that's the blackguard who stole Alexander when he was just an infant.
Correct pronunciation of blackguard.
Why Valanice and I spent so many sleepless nights worrying about our son.
Do you think he was the one at the wedding?
I don't see how he could be. The last I knew of him, he was stuck in the form of a cat as the result of a spell Alexander had cast on him.
Specifically
Do you know
in a
who
bag.
This leader he speaks of might be?
I don't, but Alexander has been investigating this for some time. There is one name I can't recall, and I've been looking for this letter all over the place. It was received by Alhazred during the time I was under his command. I will look through Alexander's notes and see what I can make of it, Your Highness. Perhaps the answers are in front of us yet.
Thank you. And Shamir,
Yes?
do not mention any of this to anyone, especially not to my wife. This letter from Hagatha would only upset her, as would the one from Manannan. Until we know more, I don't wish to burden her or the rest of my family further.
My lips are sealed, sire.
Kidnapping is an efficient way to blackmail. The thing is, they're not really, for the most part, looking for blackmail. They're looking for, like, you know what? I really need someone to mop my floors. That's what I'm looking for here. I need a servant of some variety. Valanice lucked out and she got locked up in a tower completely separate from Hagatha, but Manannan had Alexander cleaning the floors. Mordak had Cassima cleaning the floors. Like,
So, what is this Black Cloak Society?
1,000 years ago, there existed a
gotta put
dark
the
cult
crown
of the worst and most evil wizards in the world. A despicable force that grew stronger with each passing year. At first, they only caused minor problems, but they steadily became a stronger force and a menace to all the known lands.
And they still exist to this day? I believe Alexander mentioned them once or twice now that I think of it, but he never told me much about it.
What's more interesting is how they formed and where they drew their name from.
From their
You
black
saw how
cloaks?
in the letter, he mentions the Silver Cloaks. They were another society that was even more secretive. There is almost no mention of them at all in any of the records I've been able to find. I didn't make the connection until I came across an ancient tome in a library far from here. The Silver Cloak Society was formed by some of the wisest and most noble wizards, the perfect antithesis to the Black Cloaks.
okay. Since you played Mask of Eternity first, you were confused when you first heard Graham in other games speak and it was just a North American accent. Yeah, that's the reaction that most people had when they heard Graham in Mask of Eternity. Is like, what? That's not what you sound like, Graham. That's... No. I'll accept this Graham voice. Like, it's not Josh Mandel, but he's got the same sort of register. And it's a North American accent, so I'll take it. The voice that was in the King's Quest 2015 was completely different. Like, he had a different register than Josh Mandel, much more a much headier voice, more nasally than Josh. but it was such a different game and such a different version of Graham that I accepted it. And of course, Christopher Lloyd, completely different, because Christopher Lloyd is old Graham, but you can accept that because, like, that's old Graham. He's an old man. The voice is going to be completely changed. They wanted to keep the kidnapped royalty in good shape. It's like, if you're going to be hanging around in my house, you might as well put him to work. Not vibing with Shamir's voice actor. He's trying to go for the Ed Wynn voice, which is difficult to do, especially if you're trying to be sad. For those who do not know, Ed Wynn was the voice of the Mad Hatter in the Disney's Alice in Wonderland. It's the voice, he was Uncle Albert in Mary Poppins, the guy who laughs so hard that he floats to the ceiling and they have the tea party. Weirdly, a lot of the voices in King's Quest VI were based on Ed Wynn. There was Shamir, was an Ed Wynn-like voice. The bookworm. What was the third one? There was someone else had that voice too. But just when in doubt, oh, Jollo. So when in doubt, this is going to be the voice that I use. But this voice actor is not quite getting there, but he has to sound distressed and upset. So it's a difficult line to walk. Since we don't know anything about the Silver Cloak Society, it must be good.
But who exactly were these?
Also, hello, Jettlers. Good to see you.
I'm not completely sure, but I do know they were masters of a lost form of magic that controls dreams.
Ooh.
Like the spell the Archdruid told me about.
Not exactly. The Silver Cloaks could not only control dreams, but they could shape them into whatever they wished. They could drag people into the dream world and even make dreams appear around us in the waking world. The tome implied the most powerful of them could even form reality from dreams themselves.
Making dreams come true? And real? Is that even possible?
I've heard of myths and legends that speak of magic that deals with dreams, but even to us genies, it's a mystery. And we've been around for more years than you can count.
7?
The spell you carry now is one I've never seen before. With almost no records of the Silver Cloaks existing at all, it's clear they were very secretive, but also that they were a force of good.
So they were essentially two societies at war.
It runs deeper than
two
that.
households?
But yes, there was a war between them.
The best voice actor is Cedric from Owl's Quest. Oh, we're going to be playing Owl's Quest once I'm done with Silver Lining. Maybe I'll play the AGI, the demake of King's Quest VI first. Put it to a poll or something. Also, I just realized, like, oh, the Silver Cloaks would have a silver lining. I was so concerned that there wasn't a pun in the title of this game. I got it now. Found the pun. Okay, ask about the war.
What happened at the end of the war?
In due time, sire. First go back to the beginning. There was a society of dark wizards that wanted nothing more than power. It turned some of them into dark beasts, inhuman walking shadows. With this power, they ravaged the lands, killed innocents, brought suffering everywhere they went. That was the beginning of the war, and by all accounts, it was truly devastating. But the Silver Cloaks were wise, and they crafted a weapon that trapped the shadows and sealed them away forever.
And so they defeated them.
I'm
The
not
rigging
sure.
on Shamir is a bit
That's where
wonky.
the
His
trail
armpits are
runs
so open. Yeah, it's
there are
very...
no records of the war, the Silver Cloaks or the Black Cloaks after that.
But this is a
It's as
fan
if they all
game.
just
They get
vanished.
a lot of
Something
leeway.
must have happened, but I don't know what. I'm not sure anyone does.
This is an interesting story, but it doesn't explain why that stranger or this Black Cloak Society would want to curse my children.
Because everyone does.
It has everything to do with them, sire. The artifact the Silver Cloaks used to defeat the Dark Wizard the first time around was called Pandora's Box.
Pandora's box? Rosella found it in Tamir. The box mentioned in the letter. It is the one and the same.
Exactly. They must be seeking Pandora's box once again.
But why?
Well, she left it where she got it from.
What exactly did this artifact do?
I'm not sure exactly how it worked, but somehow they did use it to trap the shadows inside. And there are no records that say what happened to it after it was used.
Yet somehow it ended up in Tamir, and Rosella found it there. Lalotte needed her help to do so. But Rosella stopped her before she could give it to the others, and then locked the box up again. If what you say is true, then this box, it can never be opened again.
Have a good night, mental mistake.
What the consequences of such an action?
Sweet dreams.
You must stop this man from finding it.
First, I must save
Pandora's Ox?
Then I'll
Aw.
deal with that.
I get the feeling that in order to accomplish the first, you may find you'll have to do the latter as well.
That may be the case. Thank you. And again, let's keep this between us until we know more. This is good information, but without anything more current, I don't know that we can use any of it.
Did they base Graham's appearance on Kevin Costner by any chance? Kidding. I think that they based his character portraits on Patrick Swayze in King's Quest V. I don't know if that's true, but I know that Paul Dugan in his playthroughs from back in the day referred to him as King Swayze.
A very strange storm took over the Isles last night.
I know. We felt it here, too. It was unnatural. Something happened last night, something big, and I don't know what it was.
Let me know if you find the cause.
I shall, sire.
All right, goodbye.
I should get back to my quest.
Good luck, sire.
Your
I will continue
King's
researching.
Quest? Oh, that's him magicking away. Okay. You missed Paul Dugan's videos? You loved his Quest for Glory videos? Oh, yes, his sneaky feats. His retrospectives of the King's Quest series were absolutely fantastic. I was so upset that he finished off the Mask of Eternity one, saying like, oh, and there's all of these fan games and reimaginings, and I'm going to talk about them. Nothing. Never did. It's like, aw. Hello?
Poor Edgar.
Oh.
The prince surely came here after everyone went to sleep and did nothing but stare at the altar, the gardens, the red carpet, trying to recover any of the happy moments before everything fell apart. Knowing the prince, Graham has no doubt Edgar has been blaming himself for letting that cloaked man steal Rosella out of his embrace. How long the prince tormented himself so before finally succumbing to exhaustion, Graham can only guess.
Let's bother him! Wasn't clicking on you, Graham.
Oh, Edgar, are you awake?
What? Who?
Who?
Oh, it's you, King Graham. Did you make it back all right? Sun is up already.
What do you remember of Paul Dugan's QFG videos? The goo counter?
Mid-morning.
The greasy, grimy goo?
No wonder. I stayed with Rosella until the storm passed. Then I came here.
Wandering in the memories of what could have been is only going to make things worse for you.
I can't help it. Besides, it's not going to make it any easier if I'm somewhere else. Rosella is still under that spell, no matter where I am.
It's not where you physically are, but where your heart is that matters.
And absence makes the heart go yonder.
I'm trying.
Ooh, I have many things I can ask about.
Son, I know I already asked you this, but you didn't get to see the stranger's face?
I gazed at it, the little I could see under that hood. But my eyes were locked up in his eyes. Red, scary eyes. Just thinking about
Absinthe makes the heart go younger.
Did he look human?
I was about to say that. No, not at all. But then again, I just couldn't tell.
You're not human. You're a fairy.
That's all I know.
Your mother is green.
What do you think of the Green Isles?
It's different. Different from any land I've ever seen before. Different from Temir. Different from Eldritch. Different from Etheria. But I think I love it.
You're not alone there.
It's just that... what's happened here? Why? Why did this have to happen? Such a beautiful day.
Such a beautiful wedding.
I've been trying to answer that question myself.
Such a
but I'm most
beautiful
certain
wedding.
things always happen for a reason. What the reason is, we have yet to see.
I don't see any worthy reasons for this to happen.
Sometimes we can't see them. Not right away. There are acting forces greater than us after all.
The mouths do weird things sometimes.
Couldn't this just be explained by pure evil?
Perhaps. But what seems evil at first often leads to something good, if we are determined enough to change it.
It's hard for me to see it that way. But you do
Watch
have
out with
more
the hat.
experience
Graham
than I
might take someone's eye out with it. Fainty. But honestly, this is better than the hat in some of King's Quest 2015. When Gwendolyn, the small child, wears the hat at the end of the game. It just plunks on top of her head like this instead of actually like sitting down. This looks way better than that. Ask about Rosella.
I must tell you, I had my doubts about you and Rosella.
Why?
Don't get me wrong, but Rosella is such an adventurous young lady, and you seem more moderate than she.
And you kidnapped her!
We always meet at a middle point. I must say, though, that most of the times I find myself dragged into her crazy ideas.
You kidnapped her!
Do you remember the celebrations following the restoration of the Mask of
Oh,
Eternity?
okay.
Yes,
8
you weren't
is
able
canon.
to go because it was you in that disguise, wasn't it?
I thought it was a little too crazy at the time. But that's Rosella. She formulated that whole plan of me going to the celebration in disguise so as not to attract attention to us. Or that's what she said. I just think she did it for the sake of excitement. It's not that I'm blaming her or something. And it seemed to work, too. No one seemed to even glance at me. You don't know what a relief it was, not to be gawked at like some expensive painting, or to be asked questions about when Rosella and I were going to be married. It all seems a little silly to me now, but boy, she is so determined. She was always pulling me into these little plots of hers.
That sounds like a perilous life you're looking forward to.
Peril of
maybe I'm not looking to
Rosella?
stick my head in a thorn bush. But I do want Rosella to be my... my wife.
Let me tell you something, my child. Rosella is probably the bravest young woman I have ever seen. And I'm not telling you because she's my daughter. Why, most of the time, I wish she was just a regular girl.
Well, that's everything she's not.
She has her own way of loving. And if you got her to settle her head down and get married, she must love you incredibly.
I think she does.
I'm sure she does.
Interesting. So in King's Quest 2015, which is, I'm going to be doing a lot of comparisons between these two games, both recency bias, and they are the sequels to the mainline games. Both of them really are presenting Rosella as like, she's the adventure girl. But in 2015, it didn't feel like Rosella to me. Like the Rosella of that we meet in King's Quest 7 and King's Quest 4, she still likes her pretty gowns. Like she's upset when she gets put into peasant rags. She in a lot of her death messages, she talks about hair and clothes and stuff. She likes pretty stuff. She's a girly girl, but she does still like her adventures. In 2015, they made her into sort of just an adventure girl. Like, they put her in pants because, she has to be able to fight and go off and do adventures. Interesting. Homeland and marriage. And also, they made it seem like her want for adventures was just like action-y adventures. Like the only thing that she really does in the game, other than a staring contest, which was weird, is she and Graham like jump up a cliff. It made sense at the time. But this one's like, no, like she wants to do secret sneaky things. She has different wants and desires in this. So I'm liking what we've seen so far of Rosella in this version more.
What do the people of your homeland think of your marriage to Rosella?
There were a lot of different reactions when my father made the announcement. Some of the fairies laughed, some cheered, some shouted at me.
Why would they do that?
Well, you have to keep in mind that I'm not human. I'm a fairy that looks human, like my Aunt Militia. And a fairy marrying a human may seem ridiculous to some of the, well, higher citizens of Etheria.
Ooh, we have fairy racism.
What your heart tells you, lad. That's all that matters.
It took me a while to realize that, but my love for Rosella made me see it that way. My family is possibly closer to humanity than most of the supernatural beings. We think that humans and fairies couldn't survive without each other. That seems like a perfectly good reason to marry Rosella to me. Besides, even before I knew who I really, was, I knew that I loved her.
That's how I've always felt about my Valanice. I loved her the moment I saw her. Keep your hopes up, Edgar, and soon you and Rosella will be together again, as it should be.
Thank you for saying that, Your Majesty. I can only hope that she will be well again soon.
Aww. An interesting question. So, at the end of King's Quest IV, Genesta... in King's Quest IV, Edgar is a little green guy. And then at the end, Genesta does magic on him and he turns into a handsome hunk, as the game describes him. But once we get to King's Quest VII, we find out that his mother is green. Was he always green? Like, was he born green? And then Genesta just made him into a white boy? This is a possibility.
Edgar, you met the same fate as my son. You were taken from your family when you were an infant and raised by someone who wasn't your mother. How did it feel?
Why don't you ask your son? It's not that I couldn't tell you, but...
Because Alexander, he doesn't talk much about it.
I don't know if I should say this, but it's funny that you mentioned that.
Why?
I don't know.
I won't let him know.
Well, I guess it wouldn't do any harm. A couple of days ago, it was late at night, and Rosella and Cassima were busy with the wedding dress and all that. So I walked to the beach, and Alexander was there, swimming in the sea. He didn't have his shirt on, and I saw
oh my gosh!
Scars on his back.
Scars? Heavens. Did he notice you there?
He did. I didn't know what to say. It was very awkward for both of us. I was about to leave, but he asked me to stay. When I said it was funny you asked me that question, was because he asked me the same. He then went on to ask me if I had recovered from my own kidnapping.
What was your answer?
Your Majesty, I didn't suffer as much as your son did. Lalotte did love me, in her own twisted way. She did protect me. I wasn't treated as a slave, but as her son.
Didn't you ever feel she wasn't your true mother?
It was hard to tell. I guess sometimes I did, but I got used to it. That was something Alexander told me he never did. He somehow knew he had a family out there. He could never bear the thought of never seeing them. You.
Maybe that's why he escaped while you stayed.
In my case, it was Rosella who made me see.
Well, yeah, Rosella killed Lalote. You didn't have a choice in staying.
But for Alex, it was another story.
Has Alexander talked to you more about it since that night?
No. I never expected him to say anything the first time either.
Wow. This is heavy.
Did you mention any of this to Rosella?
No. I didn't want to weigh Rosella down with these stories. I don't think she's aware of this. She's very proud of him. She says she always knew he was alive, and she'd dream about meeting him, and over the years, she created this image of him in her mind.
I'm happy to know that they get along so well.
Rosella insists that he should talk more, and sometimes she wishes he would tell her more about his past. But her love for him is pure. She even told me once that one of the reasons she rejected me the first time we met in Tamir was because she couldn't bear the feeling that she was going to be separated so soon from her brother, after having just met him.
I know how true that is. After she came back from Tamir, they would spend all their time together, day and night. Rosella was eager to show Alexander every hidden corner of Daventry, even when Alexander would sometimes prefer to stay alone reading, or be in the company of his mother.
Rosella says he's very close to the Queen.
Yes. While Rosella and I are much alike, Alexander really enjoys the company of his mother, and to Valenice this is a treasure.
Aww.
Especially after believing him dead for so many years.
Do you think this family... And excuse me for being so bold of calling you my family.
You are one of us, my child.
Do you think we'll ever find happiness?
No!
Paradox to that. You couldn't know what happiness is if you don't live through the
game was never finished.
They make you stronger, and they make you value those moments of happiness with all your heart.
That is one thing I've learned already. But sometimes it seems as though there are more tough times than good. And we've all had enough of those.
Okay, bye.
I'd better be off now.
Farewell, Your Highness. Tell me if there is anything at all I can do to help Rosella.
I will.
Oh, no, not upstairs. I have to go... Well, not upstairs. Here, I go over here. Oh, what's this? There's a thing.
Someone must have forgotten this water bottle here.
People forgetting their water bottles in random places? I don't know anything about that. Let's see. What do we have to say about this water bottle?
Ah, the wonders of technology. Whoever invented this spraying mechanism must have been a genius. The bottle is empty.
Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot I had.
Graham still can't believe how naive he was to fall for Jollo's little joke with this fake arm.
It's really creepy because it doesn't look at all fake because it's just Jolo's arm, like, put into the...
Graham finds it very odd to have found the strange hole-in-the-wall companion Alexander talked so much about.
What I find odd is Alexander talking that much about anything. Even when he was a baby, he would almost never cry out or scream at all.
Which made him really easy to kidnap.
Goes on another one of his long-winded trips down memory lane. Let's just skip this one, shall we?
So sassy.
Are you done now?
Pardon?
Oh, nothing. Back to adventuring, Graham.
I'm gonna end up finding out that the narrator was the true villain all along. Oh, get out. There we go.
I can't go back in there now. My children need my help. Besides, they're in good hands, and I trust that they will be until I return.
All right, then. Fine. Ooh. What's this?
What's this?
That's
it
what I
looks
said.
like Casima's necklace. She must have had it with her last night and dropped it here.
Sparkle, sparkle. I don't know why I need it, but it's an adventure game, so let's pick that up. Oh, it's so worth. Looks nice. You might want to buy it. You have $3. I think that's more that money than Graham has right now. Yep. Oh, no, I do have money. I have a money.
Alexander gave his father some currency of the Kingdom of the Green Isles. The Green Isles coins still bear the profile of King Calipham, Casima's father.
What are the things I'm looking for? Let's take a look at my recipe.
This has come in very handy. Not only is it showing me the ingredients I need for the spell to cure Alexander and Rosella, but also where to locate them.
Magical bag, animated vessel, and a lethal liquid. I don't have... Do we know anything about Graham's parents? No, we don't. In King's Quest 1, we know that he is a knight of Daventry. But I don't think it ever says, at least not that I can recall, anything specifically about his life before King's Quest 1. Like, we just know that he is the best knight in the land. He is a good knight. Ooh. I need a lethal liquid, so I have Nightshade, and I'm going to put that in the bottle.
Considers it, but then decides not to.
Me. Like, that would make sense, right? Put the nightshade flower in the water bottle, add water, he make a tea, basically. Best knight in the land immediately falls into the moat. Can I put the hole in the wall on this wall?
Unfortunately, they are incompatible.
So we don't get to see Beauty's house there. Lazy Game Reviews did that joke very well in his original King's Quest 1 video. Oh, can I go to the lighthouse? Or am I going back to the town? Nope. I want to go to the lighthouse. You're Sir Graham, and you... Aww. Are you trying to punch through the door?
Hassan must have closed down the booth, considering Graham is renting the whole business. Graham feels slightly guilty for monopolizing the only ferry in the islands, but it is for a great cause, and the islanders hopefully know that as well.
It's an interest. Yeah, it's like not just. No, it's bam. Where are you going? I didn't tell you to go. Where have you gone, Graham? Wherever he has gone, I did not tell him to go there. Hopefully I can get back. Come back, Graham. I haven't saved this once. Oh no. Oh, please say I haven't fallen off some sort of geometry. No. I can hear Graham walking. Okay. Hand on door, we have hands off mode, so we're just gonna wait. Hopefully. Come on, Graham, I believe in you. He's just trying to walk to the Isle of Wonder. Okay. Thank you, Humpa, for that suggestion.
Close down the boot. Graham.
Okay. Guess what I'm doing? Save. Save. Okay, let's try this again. Actually, can I put the hole in the wall on this wall?
That won't work, but keep trying.
Keep trying. Hello there.
Good day, Hassan.
Good day indeed. After that thing that looked like the start of the apocalypse last night, any day seems like a good day. Ready to sail?
Ooh, I have questions.
I've encountered many sailors during my adventures. I always wondered what it's like to live in the sea, being a land person myself.
There's nothing like working on what you love. Feeling the air in your face as you sail across new areas. It's an amazing experience, Graham.
Did you always want to be a sailor?
All of my life. It runs in the family.
The king of sailors.
My father trained me on how to sail this ferry, as did his father before him, and so on. I've yet to make enough money to support a family, since I've been out of the business for so long. It may be a while before I have a son to teach, but hopefully I will.
You look so guilty.
I've got enough life ahead of me.
I wish I could say the same for my son.
What?
My son, your king. He was kidnapped from us when he was only a few months old and became a slave to an evil sorcerer. He returned to us a short time before his 18th birthday. We've only really known him for a few years, and that's hardly enough time to teach a prince how to rule a kingdom.
The things you learn. I wouldn't worry about him, though. He has good instincts.
He's just
he asks
unconscious.
The right questions, he gets the right answers. He was able to find a way off this island and navigate his way through all the others. He's done what no other princes I've known, even though I've known next to none, have been able to do. Bring the former king and queen back from the dead, uncover the evil plot of a seemingly innocent man, gain possession of a genie, and if you say he survived slavery under an evil sorcerer, then there's no doubt he's got the basics down.
I'll save as soon as I'm done this conversation, Humpa. Thanks for the redeem.
Still, as a father, I just can't stop worrying.
Just like my own father. What's funny is that I never really learned until I went out there by myself. When you don't have someone to call to, and the storm is at your bow, you always find a way to manage, though.
I can relate.
Or you die.
My story's not too different from yours. Thank you for talking with me.
Talking with you? That wasn't talking. I could go on for half an hour and still consider a conversation a chat. This was just a casual exchange of words. You come to me at night when you've got plenty of spare time to kill, and I'll show you some real talking.
No thanks. Like they say, silence is golden.
Whatever you say, Graham. Come back when you are ready to sail.
We're saving. And ooh, I'm running low. Okay, back to the conversation.
Good day, Hassan.
Good day.
Okay, back to Isle of the
We
Crown.
have a pretty island here. The view is incredible.
What can any man say about the place he was born? I'm glad to live and breathe on this isle, as hard as times may be sometimes. It's less crazy than the Isle of Wonder, more civilized than the Isle of the Beast, more down to earth than the Isle of the Sacred Mountain.
Thank you for putting mountain on that.
More solid than the newly discovered Isle of Mist and any other rocks that might be hiding out there near the boundaries of the world. This little place is the best spot for anyone to live, native to the archipelago, or otherwise.
Home is always the most beautiful place, Captain.
It was even the safest spot to be during those hard times we were having shortly before King Alexander arrived. He was darned lucky to have washed up on this very isle all right.
The works of destiny, my friend. The works of destiny.
Who knows what might have happened to him otherwise? Alhazred might have found out and snuffed him out like a candle. The twisted toad. 15 years of that scheming warthog inside the castle walls. Why didn't someone realize the truth sooner?
Sometimes we have to realize what we are about to lose in order to know how precious it is to us.
Yes.
That one palm tree in the back just drew all my attention.
We all are.
Oh my gosh, more things to talk about. Magic
Since you
bag.
mentioned hidden places in these lands, that makes me wonder. The Archdruid told me to look for a magic bag that was lost in the sea. Do you have any ideas where I could find this?
I may know these waters like the palm of my hand, but its depths, that's another question. It'd be like finding a needle in a haystack, if you catch my drift. Maybe if you had a better reference.
Maybe if I had some ants.
That man knows about everything that goes on in these lands.
I'll follow your advice.
Are we going to get more mermaids?
I'm grateful my son met Cassima. She's a very brave woman.
Yes, sir. That's what I always say. Don't let yourself be fooled by her delicate look. The girl has a brave soul.
I sensed that in her when I first met her in Mordok's castle back when the wizard had enslaved her. She saved my life.
Did she? So she didn't only help the king bring the vizier down, but she also helped you?
She's full of surprises.
Even as a little girl, I could tell that Cassima was going to be a fine ruler when she grew up. She loved the town and the townspeople. She would often go down to the bookstore to read Ali's latest arrivals. And of course...
She rode your ferry.
Who's telling this story?
Go on, I'll be quiet.
Anyway, like you said, she loved to ride the ferry from isle to isle. That was until that dog Alhazred's activities made the isle so dangerous that I had to stop ferrying passengers entirely. Cassima was so sad. She was almost a teenager then. Still, that didn't stop her from visiting the village whenever she could. The way she talked, you'd think she was one of the regular townspeople. And when she grew up and started spending more time at the castle, being trained to be a queen, it was heartbreaking for some of us. It was like losing a favorite daughter.
I know what that's like, because I fed my daughter to a dragon.
I can't believe it's all happening again.
Calm down, sire. Calm down. There's a clear day to follow every stormy night.
Ask about the village.
You must know all about the village. I mean, being born here and all.
You betcha. It's not that big, but we've got everything a village needs.
A pawn shop and a bookstore.
A metal worker, a doomsayer.
What?
Just pulling your leg. But we do have our share of eccentrics, which we tolerate all the time. Well, most of the time anyway. But this being the best as well as the safest isle, beggars can't be choosers, I suppose.
Where do most of the people live?
Mostly on the outskirts. Not many of them live in the actual village, unless they enjoy being kept up by late-night festivals and being woken up by peddlers bellowing out what they're selling before the sun's fully up in the morning.
Old lamps
Seems like
for
a fun place to
you.
live in. Ah, yes. Best place in the world, Graham. Best place in the world.
All right, let's go somewhere.
Ready to sail?
Yes. Let's head to the Isle of... Because I haven't been there yet. Oh, the oyster beds. What's this thing?
A lamp? A living creature? Some strange piece of alien technology meant for communication with the cosmos? A heated device ready to burn unwary travelers to a crisp? Around here, there's really no telling.
So it's a thingus.
Heck no! Didn't you look at this thing already? After everything I said, you still want to pick it up?
Yes! Now I want it even more. I enjoy that Zeds are just hovering.
Why? They look so cute when they're sleeping.
Oh no. Stop it! No! No!
The large oysters cozily sleep in the warm sun.
Oyster beds? How clever.
Aye, sire, most oyster beds are cute, but these oysters are far from cute. They're far from normal.
Can I look at the...
If it wasn't for the funny-looking oysters, Graham would never suspect anything odd about this isle. However, having heard Alexander's stories, he knows strange events await.
2 dulcimers by the measure of a half dulcimer divided by a
It
quart
won't
of
fit in Graham's pockets.
grouse
Strange,
geese.
I know.
I don't remember all of it. Ooh, the beach is much bigger now. No, invisible wall. I want to see the bookworm. That little hop was cute. Aw, okay, can't go see the bookworm. Swap. Oh, ooh, ooh, oh, those babies are terrifying. I do not like the babies. Nope, nope, nope. Whoever made these has never seen a baby before.
A crying cabbage. Graham actually prefers his coleslaw quiet. Graham has no desire to get mixed in a conversation with these creatures.
How about these creatures?
Graham has no desire
Aw.
to get mixed in a conversation with these creatures.
Hi there. Do you want to play with us?
I'm sorry, I don't have time to play right now.
Oh, come on. It'll be really
Thought this was a family-friendly stream. What's up with the horror?
Maybe another day.
Ew. What's that smell?
What smell?
You smell like the sea.
Oh yes, I came from the sea.
Away! Away! We are allergic to the sea.
Okay. Okay, what is this thing?
What in the name of Daventry is this?
Ah, the beloved magnet.
Ugh.
Isn't he a cute little fellow?
No! I guess I'm gonna try. Oh, jeebus.
What is... Let me go.
You know what? I'm going to save. Garden. Boring name, but just wondering if these are still deadly. I haven't died yet.
Nice of you to come see us.
I can't breathe. Please let go of me.
Yep, still deadly. We just want to be liked.
Love him and squeeze him and call him George.
Okay. Oh, nice. We got a retry button. Good. I clicked the retry button. Wonder how Bump on a Log is doing. I zipped right by him. I didn't get to see him. I have been saving. You all have seen that I've been saving. No.
Those grapes look sour. They got lost in the forest, and when they were still missing after nightfall, Alexander took some of the guards to find them. The two were found huddled together and almost freezing in the woods. When Cosima asked Rosella if the grapes were as delicious as she'd hoped and worth all the trouble, Rosella made a face and said, no, they were sour. Everyone laughed, even Valenice, who'd been quite worried at the time. Nowadays, Alexander likes to tell that story to embarrass both his sister and her fiancé when the mood strikes him, although Rosella and Edgar both still laugh at it.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I wonder if this created an animation. Yay!
Let me go.
Okay. But yeah, my so my save games are not working. So that's fun. I don't know why they're not working. So I guess I gotta just make sure that I play this through to the end of the chapter. But you know what? On that note, I've got ad break coming up in a little bit, and I am out of water. So I will be going for my break soon.
Hey, now stop slacking, you. You have a family to save and a huge evil to fight, and I'm not going to stand around here and wait until you're done taking a breather. I mean, kings these days, they don't make them like they used to.
Rude!
'Tis beyond his reach. 'Tis beyond his reach. If it makes you feel any better, I would have tried that too, but then we'd both be wrong.
They've got some very good that doesn't work responses in this. When you played this, you had no idea of King's Quest 8, so you didn't get the "'tis beyond my reach" joke.
Graham has no desire.
Leave us alone.
It made you irritated. Hey, it made everyone who played King's Quest 8 irritated as well, so there you go.
Ooh, too cold. Rats, it's locked.
Can I take any of the sour grapes?
Hands off, mister.
Those grapes look sour. This reminds Graham.
Oh, yeah. I meant to use the talk.
Graham has no desire to.
Ugh. What's this thing?
The green vines look fragile, but they cling to the wall with fierce determination.
What's that behind them?
Well, that's what I wanted to know, but you're the one with the capability of answering that question, Graham. Oh, I don't want to try and get it. I'm going to die again.
How nice of you to...
Yeah, okay. Dies.
I want to love him and squeeze him and call him George.
Okay. I'm going to take this opportunity, go for a little bit of break, grab some water, and I will be right back. And guess what? Because I've got all my technology working, we can have the dancing crabs while I'm gone. Yay! I'll see you all in a little bit. Bye!